Hello and welcome to another walkthrough by Commander Rogden from Rogden Gaming. We are going to be looking at the main story questline of Skyrim, Part 3. Before we go ahead and get going though, I just wanted to show you a fast travel option if you do not currently have a location on your map. You can do this to travel to any of the main cities. You just pay him some gold and you fast travel there, and you can add it to your map and fast travel later. This character, by the way, is located just south of the Whiterun stables, so if you want to find out where he is located, just go to the stables and look to the south. After you enter Whiterun, you'll want to go to the arrow the quest location is pointing to. The location you want to reach is Dragonreach Hold, which you can look at from the map. It's right up here. Upon entering Dragon's Reach, you'll be approached by this NPC. Kind of looks like she's stalking you. Just let her know that you're here to speak about the dragon, and you'll start this quest line.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
We'll view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
Well done. You saw... Here, take this as a small... There is another thing you could do for me. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into...
The item that you get is based on what your current skills are, so if you have higher light armor than heavy armor, he'll give you some light armor. Since mine are the same, it was just random, I guess. So you need to talk to this guy here, and he starts the next section of the quest.
Reach to discuss the ongoing hostility. What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. What? I never even cast it. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I'm so often interrupted. Now, what did you say you wanted? Ah, indeed. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls.
And this is why we picked up the Dragonstone, so we can just hand it in to him immediately. This guy's a pretty big prick, in the event that you haven't noticed already.
In the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes they all foists on me.
The king rewards you, don't need to ask him.
The work of the mind, sadly undervalued.
So you just need to go find the king again.
So,
Once everyone is gathered here, we can start the preparations for some dragon killing.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. The sword coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
what did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. And so would come off me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest.
He earned his food and rest by running away.
You better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here.
He's right, we have the most
But I
experience
haven't
running away.
forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal army.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
So you need to follow her, and she'll run outside the town. Now before we go ahead and get started with this, I should mention that once you finish this quest line, dragons will begin to spawn in the overworld. If you do not wish dragons to spawn in the overworld, then you can skip doing this quest, basically until the end of the game when you feel like having that occur. I've taken the liberty to skip ahead to the quest location. You can see it's right over here to the west of the stables, near the western watchtower. And shortly the NPC that we were supposed to be following will get to this location, as well as a few guards. And here they come. Now, you don't really need to worry about whether or not you have any ranged weapons, because all of the guards will come equipped with them.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're seeing.
So the dragon will spawn the moment that you step on the waypoint there inside of the tower. So let's go spawn this dragon. It should be noted that dragons scale in a linear fashion with your level, so if you are too high when you do this, the dragon will take very little damage from the guards because they do not scale as quickly as dragons do. I'm just going to get to the top of the tower for a vantage point. Looks like he's eating some guards there. Tasty guards. He's finally dead. So now we'll run back down and we'll loot his body and go to the next part of the quest.
Get back!
See, he's exploding, I guess, or absorbing his soul. And you learn that shout automatically. It spends the dragon soul on it for you.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn.
And use the... yeah, it's telling you how to do it.
That's right. My grandfather used to...
What manner of power is that?
Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber said.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any
I think I just killed that guard.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever.
Some legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn then.
And that about covers that little dialogue section there. So I'm going to loot the body of the guard I accidentally killed and head back to the main palace.
You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard this. So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. Dragonborn. What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true. The Greybeards really were...
So when you first walked into the town, there was some sort of strange roar, and that was it. That was the Greybeard. The Greybeards were doing their summons for you.
Throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a doom or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun.
So this is where we get our first NPC that comes around and follows us. I mean, you could have gotten one earlier, but this NPC always goes back to this location or to your home if you purchase one for 5,000 gold coins.
Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend. Yes, my...
And after all of this dialogue, he finally adds the location to your map where you were supposed to go, which is way up over here. So that's where we're going to be heading next. And you can go ahead and chat with your Thane if you like. I'm going to skip this for the moment. This location here is Helgen, which you were at the very beginning of the game. You can now fast travel to this location. And bandits have taken up residence here, so if you would like to clear them out, I mean, who am I kidding? After you finish clearing them out, you want to head down this direction here to get towards our next quest objective. If you have not done so already, you may wish to purchase a horse, because there are a few sections that you'll want to speed through, and you'll want to turn down this little canyon area here. You can see on the map, it's this area here. And this is actually a side quest location, which you can do while you're here if you happen to be on it. I believe it's for the Nettlebane. You'll want to proceed towards this particular location. You can get it marked on the map. Now there are some bandits inside, and horses cannot go through the door, so I'm just going to avoid them. Run up this mountainside. Careful not to let my horse die. There you go, and we just run on up this way. There's really not any enemies along the way, so you should be safe just riding your horse. And in the event that you do run into something, remember that your horse can also sprint, so make use of that. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all of the dialogue that the Greybeards have. There is an extremely large amount of it. But I definitely recommend that you go through this part, just listen to what they have to say, because it is certainly a big part of the story. Well, we finally arrived here at High Hrothgar, the end of our quest objectives for our walkthrough in the main quest storyline, Part 3. This has been Commander Ogden. Thanks for watching.